Hey Sam. Today we're going to learn the word
Haus.
Hi Alex. What does
Haus.
mean?
Haus.
means house in English. It can also refer to a building or home. The most common use is when talking about where someone lives. Just be careful because in some contexts, it can be confused with words like
Heim.
which implies a more emotional connection to a home.
That's interesting. Can you tell me more about its grammar?
Sure.
Haus.
Is a neuter noun, so it takes the article.
Das.
The plural form is.
Häuser.
When you use it in sentences, you might say,
Das Haus ist groß.
meaning the house is big. In the past tense, you might say,
Das Haus war teuer.
which means the house was expensive. And in the perfect tense, you can say,
Das Haus hat viel Platz gehabt.
which means the house has had a lot of space.
So, it's
Das Haus. Die Häuser.
and in the imperative, you might say,
Komm ins Haus.
Exactly. You got it.
where does the word
Haus.
come from?
Great question.
Haus.
Comes from the old High German word,
HS.
which also meant house. It has evolved over time but retained its core meaning throughout the centuries. It's fascinating how some words stay close to their original meaning.
I love how words evolve.
Let's break it down a bit. The word
Haus.
doesn't have a prefix or suffix, it's a simple root. If we think of it like Lego blocks, it's just one piece.
So it's not a compound word.
Right, it's not. But remember, compound words often follow the head last rule in German, where the last noun determines the gender.
Can you give me some similar words?
Sure. For example, with the same root,
HS.
we get,
Häusle.
which is a small house, or,
Hausmeister.
meaning caretaker. Then, there's,
Hausaufgaben.
which means homework. Also, you can find,
Haushalt.
meaning household. And with similar patterns, think of,
Hausrat.
which refers to household goods, or,
Hausbau.
meaning house construction.
Those are all connected.
Exactly. Now let's practice using
Haus.
In some real-life situations, imagine you're welcoming someone to your house. You might say,
Willkommen in meinem Haus.
Willkommen in meinem Haus.
great. Or if you're discussing with a friend, you could say,
Mein Haus ist gemütlich.
which means my house is cozy.
Mein Haus ist gemütlich.
Perfect. Lastly, if you're talking about a visit, you could say,
Ich lade dich zu meinem Haus ein.
meaning I invite you to my house.
Ich lade dich zu meinem Haus ein.
Nicely done. Now let's talk about remembering the gender. Since
Haus.
is neuter, you might notice many nouns that end in are often neuter. For instance, think of
Auto.
for car.
I'll remember that.
As for usage,
Haus.
is informal, but you can use it in many contexts. Some common phrases include,
Haus kaufen.
which means to buy a house,
Haus verkaufen.
meaning to sell a house, and
Im Haus sein.
meaning to be in the house.
And what about confusing words?
A common confusion is between
Haus.
and
Heim.
since
Heim.
has a more emotional connotation.
Can you give me more example sentences?
Sure. Here are a few.
Ich wohne in einem großen Haus.
Meaning I live in a big house. Or,
Das Haus hat einen schönen Garten.
which means the house has a beautiful garden. Here's another.
Wir haben das Haus renoviert.
Meaning we renovated the house.
I like those.
Now let's do a quick recall check. What's the gender of
Haus.
It's neuter.
Das Haus.
good? What's the plural form?
Die Häuser.
Right. How do you say my house is big in German?
Mein Haus ist groß.
Perfect. What's a common phrase with
Haus.
Haus kaufen.
exactly? And finally, where does
Haus.
come from?
Old High German.
Great job, Sam.
Thanks, Alex. I really enjoyed learning about
Haus.
I'm glad to hear that. Remember, knowing words like
Haus.
helps you describe your surroundings better. Keep practicing, and you'll master it in no time.